As the 2024 Isle of Man TT races commenced, there was a huge weight of expectation on the shoulders of this man, Michael Dunlop. The question was, will Michael take over the title of most successful TT rider of all time from his uncle Joey? The late great Joey Dunlop stands forever on 26 wins. Michael stood tantalisingly close on 25. A possible 8 races lay ahead. The scene was set. The eyes of the motorcycling world focused on the fabled mountain course. The spotlight firmly on Michael. Weather conditions were a mixed bag in qualifying week, but here we can see Michael on Superbike and Supersport bikes in a sunny opening session. Davey Todd making a welcome appearance on a Ducati V2 Panigale. He was impressing and third fastest. Jamie Coward is always there or thereabouts in this class, and this year he was back on a Triumph Daytona. Michael was out on Triumph and Honda machinery in this class, in the end opting for this Honda for the race. At the first time check, 9 miles out at Glen Helen, it was Harrison 0.8 of a second clear of Todd. Dunlop was 0.76 behind Todd in third. Todd then took the lead at Ballaugh. Harrison 0.2 of a second back, with Dunlop a further 1.2 seconds back in third. Harrison was back in the lead at the end of lap 1, but caught up in a scrap with Coward here that appears to be costing him time. Dunlop has now overhauled Todd for second, and was homing in on Harrison just 1.2 seconds ahead. Michael Evans and Sean Anderson in a great tussle. Dunlop has really taken the fight to Harrison and Todd, edging into the lead by a margin of 0.5 of a second. So relentless was Dunlop's pace that by the end of the lap he was 4.5 seconds ahead of Todd, who had got past Harrison. Dunlop has an answer to Todd's fight back, and his lead is extending throughout this final lap. Well, no commentary needed there, but there most definitely is here. News greets us that Michael has secured his record-equalling 26th TT win. Todd on the Ducati finishes second. Harrison is third. James Hillier has had a good start to the week with fourth. BSB star Josh Brooks is sixth. The rapidly improving James Hind is fifth. He could well be a podium man soon. Peter Hickman can only manage ninth. Local star Michael Evans rounds out the top 10. The next race on the cards is the Superbike TT. I can't imagine how many hours an engraver has spent adding the Dunlop name to these beautiful TT trophies. But just one more addition is now required to break Joey Dunlop's revered record. Michael rolls the throttle over the lightning-fast St Ninian's jump. Well worth a closer look. Exactly where the fastest part of the course is has always been a subject of conjecture. My vote is for the run through the Highlander. Here is some quick-fire action featuring Michael and his rivals during the early laps of the Superbike TT. There is quite a few retirements, including Don Herbertson, Josh Brooks and Sean Anderson. Connor Cummins retired on lap 4. This popular Manxman got the prize for the best wheelies though. Todd was second in a battle with the usual suspects, Hickman and Harrison. There have been some toing and throwing amongst these three, but only a few seconds separated them. In a sensational development, Dunlop had to stop moments after leaving the pits as a new visor was incorrectly fitted. When the dust settled, the new order at Glen Helen is Harrison leads Hickman by 1.1 seconds, with Todd 10 seconds back. Hickman really put the hammer down on the final lap to secure victory by 5.8 seconds. Second place was actually Davey Todd, who'd had a storming last lap, his fastest ever around the TT course, and Harrison was third. A variety of machinery on the leaderboard here, with Kawasaki and the Italian Patins having the strongest showing. Dunlop leading by 3 seconds at Glen Helen, with Rob Hodson a tenth of a second further back. Number 1 Jordan will be retirement at the pits at the end of the lap. Dunlop's lead increases as the second lap progresses, and he is 14 seconds ahead at Ramsey. Hickman is mounting some resistance though, and he has brought the lead down to 12 at the end of the lap. Coward has been riding hard in the company of Dunlop, and he is threatening to catch Dom Herbertson and deny him his first podium finish. Michael changing direction at high speed whilst out of the saddle. Jubilant scenes at the finish as Michael seals victory by 20 seconds from Hickman. A record-breaking 27th TT win, and the King of the Mountain crown is his. There were also great scenes in the Herbertson camp as Dom held off Coward to secure third by 5.4 seconds. The demands on the bike and the skills of Jamie Coward in evidence here. Jamie is 6th at Glen Helen. James Hillier pictured here, following Ian Hutchinson, is 5th. 4th, a stylish Dean Harrison. Peter Hickman is 3rd. Todd is ahead early and leads Dunlop by 1.5 seconds. By here at Glen Helen on lap 2, Todd had extended his lead to 4.8 seconds. The Todd-Hickman gap was still 2.5 seconds, but Hickman somehow managed to get the gap down to just 0.5 seconds at Ballaugh. Dean Harrison has been a bit off the pace in this race, but he will still finish 4th. It's another solid ride from Jamie Coward, who will finish 6th. It's 5th for TT and Paris-Dakar competitor James Hillier. Two legends in one clip here. John McGuinness on his way to 7th, and Michael Dunlop will have to settle for 3rd this time. Thanks to a lightning fast run over the mountain, Davy Todd wins his first TT, breaking Hickman's 5-year stranglehold on the class. Margin of victory 2.2 seconds. Michael Dunlop led through all the checkpoints on lap 1, but the gap to 2nd was hovering around the 1 second mark for most of the lap. It was initially Davy Todd 2nd, but by the grandstand, Harrison had taken over that position. Dean Harrison, still 5 seconds back on Dunlop, and Coward battling with Hickman for 4th. the new king of the mountain, masterfully riding through his road racing kingdom. Another win to add to his tally. Michael is adopting the lowered back aerodynamic position here, one favoured by professional cyclists who are looking to gain time on fast mountain descent. In a dramatic development, the race was red flagged within sight of the finish of the 2-lap race due to an incident. A result was declared on a countback to the end of lap 1, giving Dunlop the win. Michael was flying on lap 2 on lap record pace, so well deserving of victory. Peter Hickman put in a sterling performance on the Yamaha. Mike Brown got the final podium spot. Dominic Herbertson must feel he was very unlucky as he had edged past Brown and missed out on third due to the count back to lap 1. Well, Michael was clearly slower than his rivals here, and the Honda wasn't sounding good, so it was no surprise when I heard Michael had retired from the race 2 miles along the course at Brandywell. It was a disappointing end to Michael's most memorable meeting. Not so for Dean Harrison, who finished third, and definitely not so for Davey Todd, who landed his second TT win and firmly established himself as a modern-day great alongside Harrison, Hickman and Dunlop. Very much knocking on that door is Josh Brooks, who was second in this race. Well, I am a Manxman who is old enough and has been fortunate enough to have seen the whole Dunlop on the Isle of Man story unfold. From when Joey first raced on the island at the TT and Southern 100, right the way through to Michael's exploits. I can't think of any family, not just in motorcycle racing, but in sport as a whole, that has been so popular, successful and influential as the Dunlops. I have seen all the great TT moments over the last 50 years, including Halewood's return in 78 and the epic Hislop and Fogarty senior TT duel in 92. If there is one achievement I am more proud to have witnessed than all the others, it's Michael achieving what he has at TT24. How lucky we are in an age of overpaid, overhyped celebrities to have an old school sporting hero. The Maverick, the Bull, the genuine article. My mission is to create meaningful content by a fan for other fans. Please like, subscribe and comment. Thank you.